Hello, fuckers. Now, this video is clearly another one on Ready or Not, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on it. And we're just going to do a bit of a deeper dive into mechanics and different things to do with Ready or Not, as per usual. I mean, you wouldn't be watching it if it wasn't for any other reason, would you? So, right. Let's just fucking jump into it, shall we? Alright, cool. See you in a bit. Cheers. Yeah. Alright, so first I want to talk about body armor and your plate types. Okay, so you got Kevlar, ceramic, and steel. That's your plate types. You know about that. We all know about that. All right, so Kevlar has an armor level of 3. Ceramic has an armor level of 6. And steel has an armor level of 6. Can it break? Well, no, Kevlar can't. Ceramic can, and steel cannot break. Okay. The damage reduction. All right, so Kevlar has a 50% damage reduction. Ceramic has 100% damage reduction until it's at 0 durability or it breaks. All right, and steel has an 86.5% currently. All right, the minimum reduction is 50 on Kevlar, so it doesn't change. Ceramic has a 40% for all shots taken when broken. All right, and steel has an 86.5. All right, it doesn't reduce at all. Does that make sense? Good. Right, moving the fuck on then. Okay, so something else to bear in mind is the maps that you go on depends, is how the AI is worked. And I mean that in how they are damaged. Okay, so clearly the easiest difficulty on Thank You Come Again is going to be the easiest to put down, right? Well, as you go up the levels, all the way up to like a lethal obsession and whatnot, all right, it changes. The enemies get more hardy as such. So you know they're going to take more rounds to incapacitate. So I'll use this as a bit of a sort of like background here. So Thank You Come Again. All right, so 2 shots to the torso with 556 45 armor piercing is going to incapacitate someone. However, we go down to lethal obsession. On 5.56, 45, it takes 3. All right, but the more serious one is limbs. All right, so 5.56 on armor piercing is going to take 5 shots to the limbs to incapacitate someone. But on lethal obsession, it's going to take 7 shots. It very much depends on the map, as that's the kind of people that you're going to be fighting. Now, harder difficulty is a little bit more different. It's like, it seems to be 1 more shot than what you think, okay? So using 5.56, a lethal obsession, limb shots, it takes 8, sorry. So limb shots, it takes 8 compared to 7. It's not a huge amount, but the AI is going to work ever so slightly differently. And the damage works ever so slightly differently compared with other maps. All right, so the further you go through the maps, the further you work into the maps, the more damage is going to take to incapacitate someone. All right, cool, lovely job. Okay, let's talk about morale and stress. Okay, so morale is summarized as the suspect's willingness to resist the SWAT team. All right, so morale is lowered by basically every action performed by SWAT. Being yelled at, seeing dead suspects, taking damage, getting hit by non-lethals, and more will lower suspect morale. All right, so morale generally starts pretty high. Okay, so high morale equals less likely to surrender, and low morale is more likely to surrender. Okay, now stress is slightly different. So stress generally is going to start low. All right, low stress, more likely to hesitate upon contact, less aggressive, and an idle patrol. Right, so high stress, active suspects pre-contact. Okay, they're walking around, more gunfights, hostages, and suicides. Yeah, so they're going to start shooting at you more, and they're going to take more hostages. They're going to start shooting themselves. So stress has several functions. Most important is the stress until weapon raises function, which triggers the active state on passive suspicious suspects. So active suspects will stop patrolling, shoulder their weapon, and take aggressive actions, such as setting up an ambush, grabbing civilians as hostages, or rushing a suspected SWAT location. Active suspects are less likely to hesitate and have faster reaction times than passive suspects, okay? Stress will increase upon hearing or seeing sweat. Stress will increase upon hearing or seeing SWAT take actions. Note that because the suspect hears you, for example, shoot once, does not mean they become active instantly, okay? It's a slow process, but the more you do, the more you're seen, the more you're heard, the more active you are and loud, the higher their stress is going to be. That makes sense? Good. So we've spoken about grenades before, all right? So you've got gas, flash, and stinger. So things to consider about grenades are the fact that gas grenades are currently, they're pretty bad, all right? Their radius and stun potential has been nerfed pretty badly, okay? So it's about 3 meters. So, you know, as Benji DMZ put in my comment section, it's ironically only enough to fit to use in like a small bathroom. It makes it pretty pointless in their counterparts. All right, so I'm just going to quote this. So another thing to note is that Stinger's function is pretty much the same as flashbangs. The only noteworthy difference is that the suspect needs to have line of sight to the flashbang for it to blind, whereas the Stinger only needs to have direct line to the suspect's body. All right, so put simply, the suspect needs to be looking at the flashbang for it to make effect. Otherwise, it doesn't make a fucking difference what you're doing. Whereas the Stinger, the grenade needs to have line of sight of the suspect because, you know, it's little rubber balls pinging them. It's going to fucking hurt. All right? Cool. So, in an order, from least to best, you've got gas, flashbangs, and stingers. Does that make sense? Stingers currently, as of the update recently, today's date is the 22nd of the 8th, 2025. All right? You pretty much just might as well just use a stinger. I like to play it more realistic. So, like, what would I do in that realistic situation? So I'm still going to start using gas, still going to use flashbangs when I need to, and still going to use stingers when I want to. But it's one of those where you need to definitely consider also game mechanics compared to realism. So gas is great, but it only gases out for 3 meter radius, which is relatively, you know, it's pretty realistic. It's not going to fill up a whole fucking room. Definitely not fast. It's not like a Call of Duty smoke grenade where as soon as you throw it, it then creates this huge cloud. If you've ever seen a smoke grenade in real life, then it kind of just plumes out in a certain direction, and you got to like take wind direction into consideration when throwing a smoke grenade. That's just real life. You know, I'd rather use a smoke grenade to mark compared to cover up my movements, but if needs must. All right, cool. That's our deeper delve into the grenades. I don't know if anyone's interested, but there's actually a Google Sheets version of everything, literally everything. Okay, so I'm looking at it as I talk. So console updating process, it's got it in brackets, but it's called Ready or Not Mechanics, Damage, and Suspects. I'll link it in the description, and it's got everything you need to know about Ready or Not, like a deeper dive into what it is. There are spoilers if you're worried about that, but it's got everything you need to know about the mechanics that isn't actually explained in the game. Things such as difficulty, temporary changes, and basic mechanics, map info, armor vests, helmets, steel, ceramic, or Kevlar, ammo, quick reference, weapons, and the list goes on, guys. It's definitely worth having a look. It's created by a guy called MMMM. All right, that's 4 M's. Interesting name, mate. Someone called Laughing Soldier is getting a thank for helping and whatnot. But yeah, it's a damn good page, and I think everyone should have a look at it if they're really serious about getting really, really good at the game. Because honestly, since discovering this, thank you Benji for showing it to me. It's a damn good bit of kit. It's Gucci, mate. It's brilliant. It's got a heavy bias from the person's experience, but it's also included with flavor text and side tips and shit. You know, good shit. All right, give it a read. Fuck off. And finally, I think the one thing that we all... Cheers. I think the one thing we need to bear in mind is the fact that we all bought this game, all right? And we just need to play it how we want to play it. There's far too many people that have got anything to do with this game that say that, you know, this way's the best or that way's the best. You know, I'm going in fully auto on a mission that's really easy to S rank. Because I fucking want to. Am I going to move mega tactically? Probably not. I know that if we go through that door, we go straight out into the gardens. And if we go through here, we're going to end up going... we're going to end up fucking up inside the house, you know? And I'm using gas. Which is the one thing I told them not to use.
Blue team.
Because it's the worst. And yet... I need to consider the fact that there's actually windows here as well. It's actually been a while since I actually played this game. I've started playing a game called Grey Zone.
Provide cover. Ready.
Right, so they're all set up, which is almost like a hyper-realistic Tarkov type jobby, but like I think considerably better, to be fair. It's just my kind of game because it's like hyper-realistic, open field stuff. As much as I love this kind of SWAT tactic stuff, I do like doing other things too. Okay, we're good. Let's open that door. It's locked. Ooh, it's locked, is it? Okay, well, let's unlock it. You know, it's just... It's something a little bit more open worldy. You can literally do what the fuck you want. And I'll be making some videos on it at some point. It's just... What are we looking at? There's always someone here. We're not going to take any prisoners. We're just going to fuck shit up. Right, this is a pie. A very slow pie. There is someone to my right. Literally just beyond there.
About time.
Headshot. Thank you very much. Alright, execute.
Go.
Okay, you can stop crying now. You're dead. Go for it then. Right, we're gonna sneak in this side.
Put your fucking hands up.
Oh, you will stop. You will stop. Yeah, I don't know if you've worked it out, but this isn't a guide. This is just me talking now. If you're already here, I'm more than comfortable knowing that some people aren't into this shit. This is what it's like on stream. Alright, I love giving guides and stuff. But I'm not going to lie to you, Ghoul. There's not a huge amount else I can explain about this game. It's arguably one of the best SWAT games out there currently. That isn't just run and gunning. There is someone to my left.
Got your back.
He's down. Or she's down, sorry. And she's fucked. Right, let's go out this way. Oh, I fucked that up. Did I? I fucked that up. Why is she shooting me in the legs? Am I? Well, how about you wait until I filled up? Alright, the bleeding. That's one thing to talk about. Alright, bleeding. You know, I just touched myself up there. Oi, oi. Yeah, put a bandage around myself. The bleeding mechanic is random. So I can get shot 7 times and not bleed, or I can get shot once and bleed. It depends on where you get shot. It depends on how you get shot. It depends on what you get shot with, but it is also very much RNG. It's random. Okay, it's just that
Isn't going anywhere.
That is what it is.
Swap. Going in.
Where you guys go in?
On the right.
Looks clear over here, boss.
All right.
I got
cool.
nothing here.
Come on, let's move in. Let's move. Let's go in. Right, you're getting fucked up. Are you getting fucked up? Right, let me go in.
Need you to slide over.
Oh, fuck off. Is it dead? It's not dead. It's through there though. We're gonna take a longer route round. There's someone behind me. Okay. Half a 3/4 of a mag. We're good. Red team, open in there, clear it with a flashbang.
Confirm.
Alright, let's peek round. Because they're through there.
Blue. Move in and clear. On it.
Alright. Alright, let's go in with red team.
Door's locked.
Yeah.
Entry team to talk. Suspect is down.
Pre-shoot with a shotgun and then clear it with a banger.
Deploy flashbang and clear.
Opening on the left.
Nothing here.
Come on, shotgun it. No, now it's unlocked, look.
Opening on the right. An opening. Hands up.
They're down. Good shots.
Suspect is down, but breathing.
Alright, we need to remember the fact that there's a downstairs as well.
Make them stable
Element
and
to
proceed
talk.
with
Got a
mission.
suspect down here.
Talk to element.
Good kill.
Proceed
I'll
with
zip it
mission.
up. Evidence secured.
Okay, so everything is sorted up here. Let's
Ready to go.
see what else is going on then, shall we? Another thing to think about is when you want your team to go in compared to when you want to go in. So do you want your team to do the work for you, or do you want to be the first one in the room? And there's pros and cons to both, and there's pros and cons to either. Pros and cons. Who dies? So the con of going in first is you're more likely to get shot the fuck up. The pros of it are your shot acquisition is probably going to be better than the AI's. So if you see it and you go brrp first, who's going to win actually? The cons of it are your team's going to get more stressed a lot faster because they're the ones killing the people. They're the ones getting hit up first, and they're the ones getting shot at first. So it's stress versus death. Who's going to die first compared to who's going to... You're not going to get stressed because you're just a gamer, all right? You're either a veteran gamer, a soldier gamer, or you're just a fucking civilian gamer, your normal average Joe, just playing the game that you want to play, and that's fine. You know, either or is fine. There's no pros or cons to anything. We're all gamers at the end of the day. We're all part of one community. Just some of us are a little bit more pink and fluffy than others. And that's also fine. Until you're a flat earther, in which case you can go fuck yourself. But that's the things to consider when going in and clearing is who goes in first.
Blue team.
And to be honest, the better way of doing it is being the first one in first. It's not necessarily how you would do it as a commander in real life. Because you're the commander. Alright, there you go. You look civilian. I believe you're a civilian.
Put your hands where I can see them. Put your hands up now.
There we go. I'm dead.
Hands up.
That's fine. Let's watch the team do it as I'm talking shit. If they actually do anything.
Safe.
Alright.
Down now.
But yeah, that's the thing. I'm not perfect at the game, as you just seen. I'm not perfect at all. I die quite often. You'll see me on stream dying. You'll see me on stream doing really well, or you'll see me on stream doing completely average. And it's all fine. I quite like watching a team do their thing, to be honest. It doesn't bother me at all. And I'm not the kind of person to quit as soon as I die, unless I'm redoing something, unless I'm really trying to do something. That's just the way the game works. In real life, you've got a 70% chance of dying. I've said this in pretty much every video when doing CQB.
No contacts.
So the fact of me dying is it's just how it is. And that's the best way to think of it. If you get mega angry, start rage quitting, you're just going to play like shit. Because that's your stress levels going up. That's your stress then affecting the way that you play. That's why you'll very rarely see me rage. I will rage, don't get me wrong. But you'll rarely see me full-blown beat my keyboard up. I've never, ever, ever done that. I've thrown my controller on the ground back in the day. Back in the old Fortnite days. That used to happen. Nowadays, I'm pretty chill. I actually don't like it when people rage. It makes me then not want to play the game with them. You know? I get that it means that they're into it, but that's not how I play. That's not my way of playing.
Stay here.
Someone to his left. Good kill. Target acquisition was on point. Like it. Who is this? Judge. No, that's me. No, that is them. They are Judge. They did fucking great. That was a good shot. But yeah, always the thing is, it's like your target acquisition is going to be fast.
Swap with me.
You're going to hear that suspect,
Knocking it down.
where they're not necessarily going to hear it on point. Oof. In they go.
Empty over here, no contacts.
Good here.
It's actually quite calming watching this. I kind of wish that the graphics on the helmet would be slightly better. And the wall. But hey, it's a small creation team. Developers. Alright. They're not going to move anymore. It gets to a point with the AI where they'll do bits, and the next thing you know, you're stuck in this animation. So. I think now is a good time to call it quits. Not only because it's the end of the video, but because whoever the fuck is outdoors is deciding they want to do the noisiest work in the world. Hooray for living in a town. But yeah, we've gone over a few points. It's a deeper dive into the mechanics Not sure what I'm going to name it. It's got to be something with the word guide in it, because as soon as you put the word guide and Ready or Not, people fucking flock. All right? Again, I'm just going to thank everyone for all of the views, the comments, and the subscribers. Honestly, I've gone up over 100 subscribers since making Ready or Not videos, and honestly, it means the fucking world. I know you're all a bunch of pond life cunts, and you all know that's what you are, but at the end of the day, you're also my TOS troopers. And your loyalty is noted. Please do come along to the streams. I say it every video. Honestly, it would mean the world if someone came into my stream and said, I came here because of your YouTube videos. It would be great. Now, I play Grey Zone and Ready or Not as of making this video. So please do pop along. Please do come and see what Grey Zone is like. Don't believe the hate that it gets, all right? They released it in pre-alpha. And it honestly, pre-alpha has been a thing since I was PC gaming back in 2015. People still don't understand that pre-alpha means the game is going to be buggy. The game is going to be a little bit shit when it first comes out. But that's why they do it, because they want ongoing development. Please understand that about pre-alpha games. They haven't released it. It's in pre-alpha. It's still being built. This means there's going to be server issues. It means there's going to be bugs. It means there's going to be weird weather mechanics that aren't quite perfect. That's what makes a game great. If you want complete polished shit, go and play Call of Duty. Because even that's fucked. Go play fucking Battlefield 6. Great game. Go and play it. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you don't, then that fucking sucks for you. But it doesn't affect me. Thank you very much. This has been Tosbo. Tos out. Cheers, then.